Hey everyone, welcome to English 250 Rhetorical Persuasion. I'm your instructor, Tiffany Lester Trocher. You can call me Miss Tiffany, Miss LT. I wanted to give this video right away in the Getting Started section of the course so that you would have a better understanding of how the online content is laid out for the course and some best practices for how to go through the material each week and how everything works. So if you're watching this video, that means that you have entered our course and hopefully read my announcement on the course homepage and then clicked on the content tab up at the top, which brought you into the actual material, the actual content for the class. The first thing that you'll notice is the tabs down the left-hand side. The first one was the Getting Started tab, and then Week 1 module all the way down to Week 11 module. We're in the Getting Started tab right now, and when you clicked on that tab, you saw that there were several sub-tabs listed. The first is Meet Your Instructor. It gives you a little bit of information about me, as well as my office hours and contact information. Then the next sub-tab is the course intro. It gives you a little overview of what this course is all about, what we're going to be covering, what kind of work we're going to be doing. And then there's this tab, this sub-tab with this video. And then the next sub-tab after this one is the attendance and weekly deadlines. Especially if this is the first time you're taking an online course, I highly suggest you watch that video and read over that information. It's very useful. And then the last sub-tab in the Getting Started section is the course syllabus. There will be a video review of the syllabus in the Week 1 module, but it's here in the Getting Started section if you ever need to refer back to it. But this video is for the rest of the modules, the Week 1 module through the Week 11 module. I want to give you an explanation of how I've organized the class material and how you'll be most successful maneuvering through all of it. So it is a 20 contact hour class with 40 hours of out of class work. So 20 hours spread over a 10-week course, that's 2 hours of contact that you get each week. Now, we're not in a classroom, so our 2 hours of contact come online, and then there's the 40 hours of out of class work spread throughout the quarter, so that's 4 hours of that each week. So that means every week you should expect 2 hours of in-class work and 4 hours of out-of-class work. Now, when you're taking a class on campus, it's really easy to get those first 2 hours. You just show up to class every week. You listen to the instructor give lectures, go over PowerPoints, you do activities, you work on things, then you get homework each week. You know the homework's coming, you're expecting it. Sometimes it's a little less than those 4 hours, sometimes it's a little more than those 4 hours, but you know it's coming. So how does it work though with an online class? We're not in the classroom each week. That is where these weekly modules come into play. So when you click on, for instance, the Week 1 module, you're going to see all of these sub-tabs appear underneath it. You know, we've got the agenda, the syllabus review, the course project overview, inventing argument, rhetoric, and the Week 1 homework assignments. So everything from the agenda down to the Week 1 homework assignments tab is the in-class work. So everything from the agenda down to the homework tab, that's what I would cover if we were in the classroom for this course. That's the PowerPoints, the handouts, and then I give video lessons, which would be like my lectures, you know, going along with the PowerPoints and the handouts. So you've got those 2 hours of in-class work contained in the weekly module. Then you have the homework assignment tab, and everything that's listed in that tab are the 4 hours of out-of-class work each week. So if you're able to approach the class with that mindset, it will help you get through the material and understand how everything works. And it's laid out the same every week. Every weekly module starts with the agenda, and then you go through the material for that week, and then it ends with the homework assignments tab. So a lot of consistency each week. It'll look the same. The material obviously changes, but the layout is exactly the same every week. So if you can find time at the beginning of every week to take a look, just a brief glance at what we're covering for the in-class material, and then what homework assignments are given for that week, you can kind of budget your time for each particular week and figure out, when can I work on these things. If any particular homework assignment you click on, it's going to tell you what material you need to go over first before completing that assignment. But the best way to ensure that you're getting the most out of this class and that you're going to do well in the course is if you could set aside time towards the beginning of your week to go through the material, the in-class material. In a perfect world, you would have a 2-hour chunk of time, like Monday or Tuesday, to sit down and go through all of that material. It's not a perfect world. You may not have 2 straight hours to go through the weekly module. So you budget some time, maybe an hour one day, an hour the next day, or even 30-minute chunks over a couple days. And then save time towards the end of the week or over the weekend to do the actual homework assignments. That way you can spread it out throughout the week and you're not having to cram everything in. But also you'll do better on the assignments because you've covered the course material first. If you missed a class on campus and then tried to do the homework, it would be much more difficult than if you had been able to go over that material first. So that's why those modules are set up the way they are. It's so that you can learn the material and then attempt the homework assignments. So everything in the weekly modules, your 2 hours of in-class work, everything in the homework tab is your 4 hours of out-of-class work, and try to budget your time every week and manage your time accordingly. If this is the first time you are taking an online course and you're unsure of the technical aspects of all of this, okay, sure, I can see that there's a PowerPoint, I can look at it. I can see there's a video, I can watch it. There's a handout, I can read it. But I'm not real sure yet about how to get to the assignments, how to complete the assignments, submit them, how to get to the discussions, how to post to the discussions. That information you can get help on several ways. The first is you can always contact me. I will help you however I can. The second way is the Learning Assistance Center, especially in the first couple weeks of the quarter. They are super helpful for students in the online classes, helping you figure out how it all works. But there's another tool that you can use, and it's here on Brightspace. So when you log into Brightspace and your classes are listed, like where our class was listed, there you should also find one that says Learner Training Course. That should be one of the classes available to you. If you click on that course and then click on the content for that, you will see that they offer short tutorial videos on all of that stuff. There's less than 5 minutes long, but there's one on quizzes, there's one on discussions, and there's one on assignments. So even if you aren't on campus and you can't make it to the Learning Assistance Center right away, you can still try to get some extra support by going to the Learner Training Course and going to whatever it is you're needing some extra help with. Otherwise, though, everything that's in each weekly module is the in-class work. The homework assignments are the out-of-class work. It's definitely in your best interest to go through the in-class material first before attempting the homework assignments. Students who don't do it that way, who just try to go straight to the assignments and start submitting things, they obviously don't do as well. And a lot of the homework assignments are graded based on effort and not accuracy, but you do have a course project that will be graded formally, and all of the information we're learning each week uh, is going into that project. So it might not seem like a big deal any given week to skip the material and go straight to the assignments, but eventually that's going to catch up with you and you're not going to do as well in the course. So try to figure out how it works best for you to go through the material each week and then, complete the homework assignments, and you'll figure it out. If you have any questions about how the course is laid out, how to find things, how to get to things, or any questions about any of this at all, feel free to let me know. But I think you guys are going to do fine, and I look forward to seeing what you guys accomplish throughout the course.